Good afternoon from Mexico. My name's Candace, and in 2016, my husband was deported from the United States. So our oldest son and I moved to Mexico so that we could keep our family together. I wanted to state that just in case there was anybody who is currently following us that didn't know that. Now, there's no getting around it. Deportation is political. Now, for the most part, I try to keep our account bipartisan, and I'm not going to argue with you in the comment section. So, if you try to start an argument, I'm not going to do it. But I do believe that both sides have made promises that they haven't kept. That being said, let me make myself clear. I did not vote for Donald Trump. Even though I've lived in Mexico for 8 years, I do vote in every election. Now, our platforms are all about our life in Mexico. That's what we show you. And the goal of our platforms that you guys have given us is to show you Mexico through our eyes and how beautiful it is. Because I don't feel like you often get to see that through the media. We also work to connect with families and individuals who are affected by deportation. And for me, it feels like oftentimes people will try to make deportation a black and white issue, and I don't believe that it is. In my opinion, it's a very gray issue because there are human beings involved, and I don't think that you can make that black and white. So when I stated in my video that the world felt heavy, first, let me apologize because some of you felt like that was a blanket statement and didn't apply to you. And I agree with you on that. I don't think everybody felt like it was heavy, but I did. And let me explain why. When things like mass deportations and ICE raids come up, there are a couple things that I think about. I think about what it was like the day that my husband was arrested. When I was sitting at my job and it felt like a normal weekday. And I got a phone call. And the only way that I've ever been able to describe it is that it felt like every ounce of air was sucked out of the universe. My whole world crashed around me. And if you think that that sounds dramatic, you're entitled to your opinion. I also remember picking Diego up from school, which is our oldest son, who at the time was 6 years old. And I remember what it was like to tell him that his dad wasn't coming home. It's always been difficult to know that that has been happening to so many families. And the word heavy doesn't even describe what it feels like to know that that's going to be happening on a much larger scale. So I hope that that gives you some clarification on why I felt that it was heavy. And that was only one part of it. There are also some of you that are like, please don't make it political. Please don't turn your page political. I want our page to be a safe place. But there is no way around it. Deportation is part of our story. Part of it, not all of it. And I feel like we share very positive videos. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stick my head in the sand. Because all of the political stuff aside, these are human beings and families. So it may not have been a heavy day for some of you, but it definitely was for others. So I do hope that that cleared it up. Have a good day, everyone.
Blessings to each and everyone. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I really do appreciate you all. As you have just listened to that video just now of this lady, her husband got deported in 2016 back to Mexico. And she and her son moved to Mexico to be with her husband and her child to be with his dad. I must commend her on that move because deportation takes place everywhere, and a lot of family always get split up. Whether it is a man get deported or a woman get deported, and child or children is in the midst of all of that, and they are being married. Sometimes it's not just to say it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend thing, but it's a wife and husband with children situation. And the reason why I say I would commend her for that is because she knows that's her husband and it's the father of her child. So she go ahead and she move to Mexico to be with him. A lot of people are complaining of being deported as if you go to America or you go to whichever foreign country and you are there illegal or you break any rules or laws and you are being deported. They act as if life over. They act as if the world come to an end. No. Life continues everywhere. Whether it's in America, England, Canada, the Philippines, Jamaica, Trinidad, wherever, Barbados, You know what I mean? And that's just it. Life still continue. So a lot of men get deported, and it's only a few of them wife move to the country where they are to be with them. A lot of women get deported, and their husband didn't move to go and be with them. But true love and true compassion, wherever your spouse go, then you will go there and live. It's not all about being in a particular country. It's about being together. Togetherness is what important, and that's what she did. So she moved from America to Mexico. Nothing wrong with Mexico. I've never been to Mexico, but I know every country is a beautiful country. Every country have their beauty, regardless of the ups and downs, and things probably not so easy in some country, but it is still hard everywhere. In America, it is still hard. It's not easy. You can make life, yes, you can, but you have to make your mind to work two jobs. People in Jamaica work in one job, they are quite fine. You come to America, you have to work two jobs in order to stay afloat. Now, I can just imagine what it was like for her that day when her husband got deported, or when ICE held on to her husband and detained him before the day of his deportation, and what it would be like for her. How would she explain it to her child that his father got detained by the police and immigration, and he's going to be deported back to his country? Now, when he got deported, then she would have to put everything together, quit her job, pack up, and move go to a different country to be with her spouse. I can just imagine how hard that was for her. And for her son to know this, even when he came from school, his father is not coming home. His father is going back to his country. I know it would be a lot. It do hurt for many people who faces things like these and stuff like that. And as she say, she will show each and every one Mexico through her eyes. And that is through the videos that she'll be creating, showing you all the things. I've been watching some of her videos where, they have a local place in their yard where they have donkeys and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's okay. But life continues everywhere. No matter where you get deported from, once you're going back to your country, it is just remember it is a home. There is no need for anyone to act as if like, okay, I cannot go back home, or no. The only sad part of it is for people who will be in a country for quite a few years and to be deported back empty-handed. Don't have a home to go to, don't have anything back home, or don't have any savings. That's the hard part of it. So for this man, it seems like he had a home to go back to in Mexico, and that's very good. So his wife and his kid could come and be with him there, and they get more children, more than the one that she spoke about, right? So it is just for people to stick together. So not because you will be deported, meaning life come to an end. No, life still continues. You still have life. You can still live anywhere. You can make life in any country. It's not just about the country, but it's about you. What you want to do, what you are about, and what you have to offer to this world. That's all it is. You understand? It's all about you, not just where you are. Because a lot of people are in America, and wherever they are, they ain't making money. They ain't making changes. They ain't making steps. And there are a lot of people, whether in Jamaica, Panama, Barbados, whichever country, they are making steps. They are making changes. They are making progress. How many of them not in a first world country? And how many of us in first world country and still not making that change, still not making that progress? And people in third world country, they are doing way better than enough of us in a first world country. So it's not about the country, it's about who you are. Know who you are, know what you are about, and get yourself together. And one thing I can say, each and every one of us, we are all born with a gift. So find a gift and activate a gift and share it with the world. And that's it. So just big up everyone who will probably get deported and their spouse move back home with them. Big up everyone who never able to get deported. Big up everyone who make the right decision. And big up everyone for obeying the rules of the land. For those who didn't, then remember, you cast that on yourself. Don't blame anyone. Don't blame the government. Don't blame anyone. Blame yourself for making the wrong decision in life. And I leave it here for now. And as we would always say, if it ain't green, it ain't we. Yes, sir.